OMG, folks, aren't you glad Ghislaine Maxwell cleared everything up? Thank goodness we can put the whole Epstein Files witch hunt to bed. We heard it right from the convicted felon pedophile perjurer's mouth. Trump was a gentleman in every respect. Final answer. I mean, sure, Ghislaine is seeking a pardon from the man whose pervy ass she's saving, but she sounds so trustworthy with that British accent. And anyone who traumatized as many children as she did would be totally interested in telling the truth, even if it meant she could be Epsteined in jail. She said Trump and Epstein weren't very close at all. They were just social acquaintances. Makes sense, right? I mean, it's not as if there were tons of photographs and footage of Trump with Epstein. It's not like there are flight logs or survivor testimony connecting Trump to Epstein. It's not like Trump has been acting about as guilty as it gets. And it's not like Ghislaine knew she'd be transferred to a minimum security prison directly after being interviewed by Trump's personal lawyer turned official Trump administration scandal cleaner. Plus, Maxwell largely cleared all the big players. Trump was totes appropriate all the time. Bill Clinton and Prince Andrew weren't implicated. Everybody was practically a Boy Scout. In fact, we're told there are more interview tapes coming out soon in which Ghislaine recalls all kinds of good deeds Trump did over the years. Apparently, she talks about the time he ran into a burning building to save 3 toddlers and then ran back in to save the kitten and the goldfish, too. She says Trump raised all kinds of money for cancer charities, and he constantly overpaid his workers. She even says she has photographs of Trump knitting sweaters for homeless people, grooming dogs for disadvantaged folks, and donating blood for good causes. He even regularly took off his coat and laid it over puddles so ladies could save their fancy shoes from getting wet. She also said he won the 2020 election. Jan 6 was definitely a walk in the park. Joe Biden was a crime boss, and Trump's pew-pewing was absolutely not staged. Oh, and there's no catheter, or memory loss, or cheating at golf, or hatred for his own followers. And she said he deserves the Nobel Prize for ending every war that ever was. Sure, there were several moments when Ghislaine seemed to be ready to spill some really juicy tea, and then we heard Todd Blanche clear his throat, and it seemed like she was passed a piece of paper, and she quickly changed the subject. But she was never coached or coerced to change her story. Why would anyone think that? Well, let's just hope this is enough for all the Trump supporters that Trump called stupid for being obsessed with learning the truth he promised to expose for years. I'm sure they'll get on board with Ghislaine's claims as soon as Fox News tells them they're legit every 15 minutes for weeks on end. Yeah, cue the pardon, folks. She's gonna get out very soon. Well, Ghislaine, Trump, and Todd Blanche, have the day you deserve.